Welcome into the film room. I've been looking forward to this one because today we join kicker Tyler Loop to talk about some special teams plays from last season. And Tyler, to no surprise, we're going to focus on one game and one game only from last season. Wildcat fans probably know which one we're going to talk about. The win over Colorado. This was such a big game for you. Yeah. What were your expectations heading into the trip, especially considering the altitude and from previous games that you kicked there?
So I think the biggest thing you have to consider with Colorado is it's a grass field, and the sidelines are super tight. When you get later in the year, the field starts to get torn up, especially around the hashes. You start to get kind of trenches dug up where you're kicking the ball from, the ground gets loose, they start putting sand down, and then with the sidelines, you really don't have a spot to warm up. So you're trying to find time in between drives or in between timeouts, so just go out on the field and get a rep here and there.
And you hit a couple extra points in the first half of the game, but with about a minute and a half left on the clock, we look to you to hit a 52-yarder, which would be a career best.
Yep. Yeah.
What was your confidence like heading out there?
Going out there was fun, especially right before the half. With about 2.5 minutes left, usually you're thinking, okay, this might be our last drive on offense. So I'm gonna start getting warmed up because you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, walk us through the kick. Did everything go as planned?
No, it didn't. So these hashes were super sandy, and we go to a different angle. I hit this ball and a bunch of sand comes out as we release out. So you got all this flying up. So it's super soft ground. One other thing that we were seeing a lot is teams started to scheme up our interior right here, because what we ended up doing is we moved our operation from 8 yards up to 7 yards right before the season. And so what teams started doing is now it's a lot harder for them to block off the edge. And so something that we had to keep in mind going against this team, especially because they started to get a lot of size with their new recruits, is that they were going to come heavy on our guard and our tackle. And so that was another emphasis that we were putting on all week, was just making sure we get the ball up.
Snap, ball down. Kick is up. Going to have plenty of distance, and it is good. Another career long for Loop, a 52-yarder.
And your day is just about to get better because as the clock is ticking down in this game, we are tied 31-31. It was, I think, an 11-play drive.
Yeah.
For about 67 yards. At what point during this possession did you think, this game might come down to me?
Honestly, I thought we were gonna score a touchdown. About a minute left, we just started chewing out the clock, and I was saying on the set, like, yeah, we're gonna go kick a field goal and we're gonna walk out of here. Obviously earlier in the game, we had the record of longest field goal, but this kick was my 50th career kick to qualify for a leaderboard of like all-time percentage in college football. And this was the kick that I needed to tie all-time leader at 90%. So this was just a fun kick. This was about as good as you get in terms of operation. You got a clean snap, clean hold, clean kick, good operation time, and blocking that.
Here's the snap, ball down, kick is up, and the kick is good! It is over! Arizona has won it!
Then the celebration begins. How good did that feel?
It was a blast. It's always been a dream of mine to start the fight song in the locker room after a win, and getting to do that with my teammates was a bunch of fun. And especially all of our fans were there. We're running back into our locker room and everyone stops and is saying hi to the fans, and we got to sing the fight song with our fans. It was a ton of fun. I got a lot of good memories from that.
It was an awesome game. You were named the Pac-12 Special Teams Player of the Week from that game too, and like you said, just so many accomplishments in that game.
Yeah.
So it was a fun one. Thanks for letting us join you today, Tyler.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.